Hi, how's it going? A common sticking point that I see with students is the idea of inheritance. Let's start with a basic class. Okay, so here we have it. This is a thing, it has a single variable, and we can get that variable. Python does not have a concept of private variables, and so one convention is to preface the variable name with an underscore, and this indicates that it's a private variable and we shouldn't touch it directly. We shouldn't mutate its state directly. What that essentially means is if we want to make a thing and we want to print its name, then we should not be doing this. Instead of printing out the actual variable, we should be calling getName. So we're using the object's accessor methods. The argument for this is people say, hey, people may maliciously access this variable. Now, I think that's a bit of a straw man, because if someone is going to maliciously access a variable, what's to stop them from maliciously using a getter or setter? It doesn't make sense. But the counter-argument to that is, well, we might have a complex object where the getters and setters are doing internal validation checks and conversions and things, and it's easier just to have a single point where we're saying get this, get that. Okay, but I'm getting off topic. Let's run this right now and just check that it's working. Yep, printer out, its name is thing. Awesome. So let's create some other things. Okay, so we have thing, thing A, thing B, and now I'm just going to modify this so that we're getting a thing A and we're getting a thing B. Now we'll run this. And yes, it prints out thing A and thing B. So when we go to thing A and we say, print your name, it says, okay, return self.name. And it looks in here and yeah, there we have it. But if we look between these three classes, they have a lot of code duplicated. So what we can do is we can set this up so that thing A inherits from thing. And similarly, thing B inherits from thing. And then I'm going to get rid of getName. So see, for each of these things, we just have self.name. When we run this, it is still printing out correctly. So what Python does is we go to my thing and we call getName, and Python says, hey, my thing is a thing A. Does thing A have a getName function? No, it doesn't, but it inherits from thing, and thing has a getName function, and so it calls that. For contrast, if we then defined our own getName function, then we call this. And now when we call thing A getName, it says, yes, the thing A class has its own implementation. This is called overriding a method from the base class. But I'm going to get rid of that. So the way this is set up, this thing is called the base class, and it's actually an abstract class. So we are not really using this variable. We can even set it to none. And yeah, think of it like this abstract base class just defines the types of variables that the class will have and the behavior that the class has. So it's the idea that if you're a thing of some kind, then we should be able to get your name, and you return your name. You tell us what your name is. And then these specializations, implementations of the base class, they know what their names are when we create them, and so those properties are set. So anyway, hopefully this was helpful. This is just a quick little demonstration of inheritance and abstract base classes. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.